Good morning, USA. Good night and good evening to wherever you are in the world. I usually go by the name Devout Creator, and I want to talk about Iman Gadzhi.
Iman Gadzhi.
Iman Gadzhi.
What really makes Iman tick?
I think out of everyone watching this video, he's had the most influence on my life.
Iman Gadzhi, he's a multi-millionaire at the age of 22, and me as a 29-year-old, I am perfectly humbled to actually learn from this younger man because he's done a lot of things right, whereas I've done a lot of things wrong. I mean, who hasn't? But hard-working men like him, he deserves a little bit of recognition. And I actually want to take the time to actually take away a lot of things that he said and just describe everything that I have learned from him so far. I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't watched every single one of your videos, but I've watched enough of your YouTube, your Instagram, and seen your Twitter profiles and know your stuff. And it's very inspiring to me. And I need to take those lessons and apply those to my daily lifetime. So a little bit about me. I've been in the Georgia National Guard for about 8 years. I'm an Army Public Affairs Mass Communication Specialist. I specialize in videography, photography, social media management for the not only for the Georgia National Guard, but sometimes the entire Department of Defense. I've covered some imagery, some stories from here on the East Coast to the West Coast, even across the pond to U.S. Army, Europe, and Africa. My background in multimedia productions is pretty extensive, and that's why I think it's been preparing me for this type of video that I'm making today. Back to what I was saying. I want to get on to all the takeaways I got from Iman. Yeah, let's talk about monk mode.
From people like 2 months later that weren't even following me talking about monk mode. Oh, I'm in monk mode, I'm in this, I'm in that. I would have people literally sending me stuff from Twitter about threads and people mentioning, oh, this is my new monk mode protocol.
It's kind of a little funny terminology, but I think what you were saying about monk mode, that was really more of a reaffirmation of the things I need to do in 2023 to accomplish all of my hopes and dreams. And I know that sounded a little cliche, but that's the God honest truth. So I think the biggest thing that stuck out to me was the value of this, taking out a lot of distractions in your life.
The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to implement Facebook Feed Eradicator. Now, it doesn't matter who you are, you should be implementing this. And even if you want to just get to a 5-figure year earner, like this is so important. So Facebook Feed Eradicator is a Chrome extension that allows you to use Facebook on your desktop without seeing any ads or seeing anyone's posts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a must. There is quite literally zero value in checking in on what other people are up to on Facebook.
I recently cut off Facebook from my mobile phone, and it was really cathartic because I did not realize that I've wasted so much of my valuable time. Like even when I was like just driving or just being at work or anywhere, just looking at mindless things on my storyline, and I don't really need to look at my Facebook feed that much. Like the desktop, I can just do it on there, and even then I could do it while multitasking. So doing it just out in the street, it's just a waste of my time. Instead, I could just use that to look at things that actually interest me or things that actually can help me make money. And that's one of those things where you will like have your non-negotiables. Really reevaluate your time when it comes to meditation. I actually started doing more meditations as of yesterday. Just sit, have reaffirm what I actually believe in, things of that nature. And you're totally right. And actually is pretty healthy for you. So I appreciate you just really confirming the value of certain things, such as honoring the sacrifices that you have to make just to get, I'll say it like this, just to get ahead in life. I remember wasting a lot of my time getting way too comfortable because, there are times when I'm out to duty, I'm thinking, oh, I'm good. I don't need to do all this, but it really comes back bite me in the ass. It's time I actually take those lessons about monk mode, just locking down, really evaluating how much time I have to get things done, keep my phone out of, arm's reach, not so much in eye shot away from me, just like how you've been doing, and just getting there, start grinding. Because now that I've seen like your entire process, it's time to put that into action, man. And God forbid I mess all that up, because if this 22-year-old man who has been suffering so long in his childhood can get to where he is, and not even be 30 yet? Come on, I have no excuse. When you talked about passive income on one of your videos, that was an eye opener for me.
Which is your time. And for some of you guys, that may just mean that you can only spend 3 hours a day or 2 hours a day on your business, but still do it. Don't avoid the work. Now, eventually what happens is you start to build leverage. And true power in life is leverage. And there's no such thing as passive income. There is simply leveraged income.
So many people just want to have that laptop lifestyle. I know it's not practical, but even just seeing it on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, it feels like it could be a reality for so many. But even I know that you always have to be active in something. And I really liked how you're saying, like, getting active in your team, that's what really matters the most. Because if you're not active in your team and you're just doing that laptop lifestyle, everything's gonna fall apart. You know, in the military, it's kind of like just being a commander. You just let all your soldiers and lower enlisted do all the work, and you're just sitting. So that actually really took to heart. And what you said about leverage income, that really helped me too. Because I remember in my real estate endeavors with my buddy that we kind of fell short of our goals because we didn't do the work to make a leverage network or leverage income. So those lessons that you talked about leverage income and how having that will actually make a lot of your endeavors a lot more practical, because you actually have more refined power on decision making for other people and also for yourself. So I think that really sold me on what it truly means to have leverage income versus the quote unquote passive income. I think one of my also big takeaways is your videos about your one video about what should I do when I'm broke?
So look, you are broke, and quite frankly, that's okay, as long as you make the conscious decision to change your life circumstance or go back to eating Cheetos and playing Fortnite. Honestly, up to you. But if you're watching this video, I want to actually congratulate you because you took the first step, and the first step is acknowledging that you are not where you want to be and accepting the fact that it is in your power to change.
It was actually a really good detailed video, and it really just took to heart because I, in true transparency, am struggling with that now, but it's slowly starting to get better. It's more like a transition phase, and I've been looking at all the skills that I actually need to actually get in a much better position. And when you talked about how people overestimate their network,
make a decision, the industry or path that you want to go to in life. And then even if you do have a strong network, be honest with yourself if your network actually ends up making you more money and is an asset to your financial abundance.
You know, I actually never thought of it that way, because yeah, people always talk about, oh, I have this contact, he can give me this, he can give me that. Oh, just reach out to my guy and like give me a little cut right then and there. I was like, yeah, you're right. People do overestimate because it doesn't bring much value to you. So now my total perspective of network is pretty different. Now I have a lot more cautious mindset when it comes to trying to build a team of people and how I want to actually, personalize my network. I appreciate your whole statement about that. So keep doing what you're doing when it comes to educating people, because that was pretty brand new to me. I've actually saw other videos or perspectives about you, and it's funny. There's one video, this old boy was, trying to talk about you, but at the end of the day, we can't do anything but respect you. We can't do anything but take the knowledge that you gain because you're there. And yeah, there's no reason for shame. There's no reason for hate. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and fanboy over you, but you are an inspiring figure. So that is why I'm making this video, just to say, keep doing what you're doing. You're actually doing a really good job. I actually aspire to not so much have what you have, but to follow your, example. Throughout this transitional phase that I'm in now, I can hope for the best, but I see now, especially now looking at your content, what I need to do. And, in fact, when you're talking about cutting out distractions, I remember looking at my phone and I was just going like this. Yeah. Gotta get my life together. I'll shoot my little shout out there. I've been doing video editing for almost 10 years now. I don't mind shooting, not so much shooting. I wouldn't mind actually editing some of your videos for free. I'm all about proving my worth as well. So whatever it takes to actually build my brand, whatever it takes to actually make more income, do things I love, utilizing the skill set that I built on ever since I was in college, I'm all for it, man. And I'm gonna close out this video by saying thank you, Iman. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm gonna start paying attention more to your journey. Maybe one day I actually get to meet you in person, or at least by Zoom, wherever humble means that is. All right, peace out.